Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Luis Milan with another video. I am excited about this one. I am very hyped about this one because I usually get these messages through social media and email sometimes. But people want to learn how to push their business to the next level. People want to learn how to bring the business and the presentation of their business to the next level so they can acquire more clients and make more money. Tip number one, guys, know your equipment and know how to use it. Yes, it doesn't matter. There's a saying that it doesn't matter what camera or the equipment that you have or the gear that you have, it's all about the skill. There's some truth behind that, to be honest, because I used a crop sensor camera for over 4 years, and yes, I wish I had a better camera, better budget camera, but I made it happen, guys. Some of us, we are starting and we have a crop sensor camera, and it's just a matter of starting, knowing your equipment so you know what to offer your clients, what kind of photo shoots, what kind of work, what kind of job you can actually fulfill with the equipment that you have. Do not never take on a big job and a huge production or a huge photo shoot without having the right equipment. Now, you can make it happen, yes, try to make it happen, but that's where the skill comes in. If you have the skill and you think you can make some pictures happen, go for it. But what I'm trying to say here is that know your equipment, know your lighting, know your shutter speed, know your f-stop, know your white balance. All those things are very important for you to take wonderful pictures and wonderful images. And the crop sensor to a full sensor makes a big difference, but with your skill, it's just a matter of starting. It's just a matter of doing it now. It's just a matter of creating, be creative. What I'm trying to say is know your camera, know your equipment, know what you can do with that camera, know what you can do with that equipment, practice. That way, you know what you can offer your future clients. Tip number 2, have a proper email address and social media names. What are you trying to say, Luis? Like, my email is Panchito Lopez 67, Panchito Lopez 67, and my Instagram is Francisco Lopez 67. I can link them both. No, my friend. I mean, you can, but on the professional side, you need to have consistency, like even on the names, like some similarities. Like, for example, on mine, my social media started way back. I remember my username. If you are from the way backs, my username was Luis and Daisy, which was me and my Instagram and my wife's back then. Luis Medi Photography, and Eluison. Weird names. It was better to come up with a better username. And I give props to my friend Eder Dos Santos because he gave me the biggest tip. He's like, bro, your username is luis.milan.photography. It's a huge name, and if you want a brand to look at your name, it doesn't have to be that big. It's gonna be so difficult for them to understand, or you don't even have to put like your whole address on your username. It's just a username, so make it simple. Use Luis Milan P. He gave me those tips, and guys, it worked. My business email is Milan Photography AZ. Link them all up. Like, if your business name is Sky Photography, use your Instagram as Sky Photography or Sky Media. Like, make it similar so that it's easier for people to find you, and it looks more professional, more organized, so that people actually can tell that you know what you're doing. Tip number 3 is create a logo. Creating a logo can be so difficult. I remember I sketched a logo back in the day, like 6 years ago, and I gave it to a friend. A friend of mine created that logo, and I used the logo for like years and years until I was like, you know what? It's so old-fashioned. I gotta create something more modern. And yeah, guys, I came up with my own logo. I designed it. I made it. I'm not a graphic designer, but I made it happen. I have that logo still, and I'm happy with it. But now my tip is, do not go to Google and grab somebody else's logo and make it your own. I see so many logos that are so similar. just the little camera and the name under. My guy, my friend, dude, just make it your own. Like, sketch it out, and you can look for a graphic designer, or even go on Fiverr.com or on the app on Fiverr, and you can send it to somebody and they can create something more custom for you to have, and it represents more of your work. It represents you more of your style and more personal. Trust me, I am not making fun. By no means I'm trying to make it seem like I have the best logo. No, but make it more personal. Make it draw a sketch. Make a sketch about it. Don't copy other logos right off the bat, because you can either get in problems, you can get sued, or you can even lose your business for copywriting. So yeah, guys, that's the number 3. Tip number 4, have a disclosure email or an invoice email, so that every time you have a photo shoot, you can email that form to your clients and they know what they're getting. For example, for a mini session, you can offer them 10 prints, 1 poster, and unlimited photos, whatever. Like, everything has to be there for them to understand. That way you don't surprise them and they don't act surprised as in like, oh my god, I thought I was gonna get all the photos that you took. I mean, you took like 1,500 photos and all of a sudden you're just giving me 10 photos? Like, no. It's not about that. You just break it down for them so that they understand. Tip number 5, know how to pose your people. Know everything about posing couples, make them calm, or how to make them smile. Or for example, if you're gonna shoot couples, you gotta be smart about the connection between the couples. Don't just pose them like, smile at the camera, cheers. No, you have to be more creative with the poses. If you're gonna do weddings, study the poses, study your posing. You don't be random. This looks so unprofessional. When you're in the photo shoot and you take out Pinterest, then you're like, I'm gonna say I haven't done it. I have done it like when I run out of poses, when I feel like I'm giving like extra 15 minutes and I want to create something way different. Yes, I look it up, but don't do it off the bat. Like, don't do it from like the beginning. Don't be like, let me go for a pose, okay? No. Just be already prepared with all that, so that it's better for them, it's better for you, and you can create better content and you look more professional in front of your clients. Tip number 6, how to build your portfolio. It's very important to have a decent and really well represented portfolio on your Instagram or social media or website. That's what's gonna bring clients to you. I remember when I started, I didn't know how to create a portfolio. I didn't know how to get a hold of models or people that knew how to pose or things like that. No. What I started doing is I started photo shooting my family members, my little brother, my little sister. I started creating content out of them. Then from there I started getting some gigs from them. And I remember I used to charge like $30 per session, because I wanted content. I wanted a nice portfolio. I gave a bunch of free sessions to people so that I can have those family sessions in my portfolio, those models in my portfolio. And I sacrificed a lot. I sacrificed gas. I sacrificed the driving miles, days, hours of editing. Yeah, that's what I used to do. I sacrificed a lot. I know a lot of us photographers and people that already been in the game, we've done a lot of those, and you have to make some sort of sacrifice, so you can start building that portfolio. You can also do giveaways, so that you can bring attention and traffic towards your Instagram, and from there you choose one person that is gonna win that photo shoot, and you're gonna make them happy. You're gonna get good feedback, great feedback. Remember, sacrifice always comes a great reward. I'm gonna give you another tip besides those. It's just a little tip. Don't just post on your Instagram any photo that you take. Be smart about your post. Crop the picture maybe, or create something else, post something else, but do not waste your slots. Don't just post anything that you think is cute. Maybe before posting, ask for an opinion on somebody that you trust. Ask them, hey, what do you think about this picture? Maybe that person is gonna see something else that you're not seeing. Try to come up with better ways to keep your portfolio clean, because that's gonna bring more clients to you. And I'm not saying that I have the best portfolio. I remember I used to post any type of picture. If I took a picture of my daughter on a blanket, laying on a blanket, I would post that picture. If I took a picture of my son at the park with green grass on the back, I post that picture. Like, oh, I'm looking good. My portfolio is looking so good, this and that. But at the end, when I went back, months back or a year back, I was kind of like surprised that I posted those pictures. Like, I was like, how come nobody told me that I was doing this wrong? Maybe I would have saved or even earned or gotten more business if I didn't have those pictures there. You want to look professional on this thing. Just be careful with the portfolio you have and represent your work and your style as best as you can. Tip number 7, have contracts and price sheets. When somebody asks you for a price on a photo shoot, you want to be sure that you send them the right price sheet. Be sure of what you want to charge depending on your skill. Also, have contracts ready for B events. That way you're protected and your client is protected. Like on my contracts, I have disclosures. I have one disclosure that in case the world ends, there might be a delay on the editing and the delivering of their package, but the package is gonna be safe. And look where we are. We are in the pandemic right now. COVID-19 slowed everything down. Stores closed, business went down, business closed. It's so bad. And good thing that I have most of my clients understood. Some of my clients were desperate to get their photos, so I had to work on them. But most of my clients understood the situation as well as I understood them, what they were going through. So yeah, guys, just make sure you cover everything on the contract and your price sheet. You can show the right prices to your clients. That way they trust you, and maybe they don't feel like they're overpaying you or underpaying you for your craft. Tip number 8 is your personality. The way you present yourself to other people, it's gonna give a character to your business, to your brand. Myself, I always try to be happy. I always try to be like making jokes and making my clients laugh and making kids laugh, and that's just me. I like that connection with my client. Sometimes some clients are kind of like serious or too quiet, and I like that connection between me and them. So I try to do them the best I can with my jokes and smiling and be so gentle to them and everything. Always try to be your best. Try to be at your best. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know I have mistakes and I have my flaws, but I always try to be the best photographer, the best person, the best friend that I can be. And that will bring you a lot of business, the way you present yourself. When they recommend you, they're like, oh, you know what? I know this photographer, he's really funny. I've been in photo shoots where like the people already expected me to be funny. And I love that. I love that because when I get to the photo shoot, I start making jokes about something they saw in my stories or something they saw on my Snapchat or my TikTok or whatever, and we start talking about the topic or some funny stories that we both had or things like that. So always represent yourself the best way. You're looking good, present yourself the best as you can, because it's gonna give the personality to your brand. Tip number 9. Tip number 9 is having your business cards. Having business cards, it's so professional. Like, even though you're not gonna hand them out all the 500 business cards that you got, all the 1,000 business cards, but having those couple of business cards on you make it look so much easier, so good when you hand it out to somebody that is asking for your information. So I've been in the situation where like they ask me for my work, or if I had a business card, and I'm like, oh, do you have social media? Do you have an Instagram? They're like, no, I don't have Instagram. Oh, do you have Facebook? Yeah, and I have to write it down for them or text it to them. And it doesn't look as professional as having one business card ready with your logo, with your email, your social media names, and maybe a picture of you on the business card, and hand it out. And that person, just remember, when you create business cards, maybe that business card was only like 75 cents or $1, but then that dollar brought you a client of $300 to do a photo shoot, or maybe a family session of like $600 with like 20-30 people or something like that, or an event or a wedding. just make sure that you have a business card, and really well done business card. Like I said, do not copy a logo from Google and just add it on there. Do not have like weird names on social media, different names for your emails and your websites or whatever. Everything has to match some sort of ways to make it look really good. And it looks really good, guys, when you hand out a business card and they're like, oh, this is nice, thank you so much, I like the pictures here, hey, thank you so much, and they start adding you. That is really good, guys, and that's really one of the best tips that I could give you, to be honest. Tip number 10, guys, this is the last one, and I recommend you shadowing people. I never did it. I never shadowed anyone. I learned everything on my own. But if you have the chance to be a shadow for another photographer, to shoot a wedding, to shoot a photo shoot, to shoot a model, to shoot a commercial, to shoot anything practically, take the chance. Sometimes you're not gonna get paid, but that's the sacrifice that you have to take. Sometimes you will get paid, because some photographers, I pay my assistants, the people that shadow me, I pay them. But there's some people that don't want to get paid. They rather get all the knowledge and absorb everything as much as they can, so they can apply it to their craft and become better and offer more best quality work. So what I'm trying to say is, try to shadow somebody and practice your craft. Also, the way you present yourself and all the tips that I gave you. Do not forget to be consistent. Once you use all these tips that I gave you, do not forget to be consistent. Do not post once a week. Do not post once a month. Try to be at least posting twice or 3 times. Make it look professional, make it look consistent, and hopefully all these tips that I give you guys help you on pushing your business to the next level. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. And thank you guys for the support on my new baby. And she's the most beautiful baby in the world right now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Have a nice one, and God bless you guys. Take care.
Isn't she beautiful? She's so beautiful. She's going to be a photographer and videographer just like the daddy, huh? You're gonna be one of the best ones, huh? Right? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you. Subscribe to my dad's channel. Hit the bell button. And stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys.